Okay, hello everyone. Thank you so much for having me today here with you guys. Really appreciate it. And my name is Dan Zaitsev, and I'm an entrepreneur from Ukraine. Currently, I'm based in Kyiv, and let me tell you about myself in the details. So I prepared some short presentation. I hope it will be not so promotion, but let's see. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so do you see my slides? I hope so. As I mentioned before, I'm Dan Zaitsev, and I specialize in building tech startups, product companies, and international teams. Currently based in Kyiv, but available worldwide, so feel free to reach out to me. Actually, I jumped in tech domain approximately early 2004, and around 2015, I first time used mixed reality by Google Glass, and I tried to build the first apps for Google Glass. I would not say it was very popular, but anyway, it was a good start. After that, I joined a luxury startup that was acquired by Snapchat. I hope you heard about it. So actually, guys from Luxury developed these facial lenses and filters, what everybody uses right now. And after Luxury and Snapchat, I started working on my own startup named Roar. So actually we built like a web platform for non-technical users where they can create own AR experiences through a couple of clicks. And currently, I'm working on CatchR. So CatchR, is the world's largest community that we try to establish. And so this is like my journey. My expertise is about augmented mixed reality and machine learning, and my favorite niches are e-commerce, communities, entertainment, B2B, B2C, and social. And when I was working on Roar, I built tons of different apps and campaigns. Here are the most recognizable of them. So this is Roar, augmented reality editor. Also, we launched some mobile app. It was like scanner, augmented reality scanner that displays useful content directly on the packages. We connected to lots of different databases. Then I was working on Flixar. This is mobile app for movie posters where you can discover different AR and digital content and information in details about upcoming or current movies. And I built tons of different campaigns, for example, like for Santa Barbara City, for Tetra Pak, for Smithworks. Yeah, and this is me. So feel free to reach out to me. I would like to support you or maybe advise something. And what I would like to share with you guys that, during the journey, I see how augmented reality reshapes digital industry. And I see the huge potential right now in AR and mixed reality. But here are some obstacles that we need to solve to achieve some more results. I already discussed it previously with some guys about that. We discussed it about that. And so the idea is, first of all, is to deliver the quality content, right? By the way, I love to see how AR reshapes some digital industries, including some digital studios, some freelancers, and so on. Because I see they're trying to jump into AR, and their previous experience, they try to adopt to AR. For example, lots of advertising agencies that used previously some classic ads and so on. Currently, they try to use augmented and mixed reality to deliver more immersive content, immersive campaigns, and so on. And also, I love to see how different digital creators, especially designers and 3D artists, are working on different concepts. For example, guys can show different stuff, how we can interact with different content and information in real time by clicking on different elements and 3D content and so on. So yeah, I feel like we are currently on the right path, and I see that augmented reality is growing year by year, and mixed reality also, virtual reality, and so on. And but again, the problem that I see right now, this is content, and we have lack of immersive AR experiences. I mean, we have like some time to time good 3D content, yeah, but we don't have dependency between AR content. For example, like if I'm going to portal into AR portal, I would like to interact with different objects inside the portal. And currently we cannot do it. You can just jump into portal, like swipe around, discover some, graphic, and this is it. So I would like to recommend and to say, try to build and deliver some more immersive stuff so people can interact with different content, objects, images, and it will definitely improve retention rate of AR experiences. Because in addition, I see that currently we have also lack of retention rate. So people use AR, but they don't come again, for example, to use this experience. I believe if we'll create some more immersive AR with dependency and interact with users in a new way, it will definitely help us to attract their attention. Moreover, I see that we have lack of like a cloud where we can store and exchange and share AR content. I'm not sure how is it real, but we definitely need to have some AR cloud where some major players such as Apple, Google, Snapchat, Instagram can store and share their content, So yeah, here is it, and that's what I discovered previously. But from the other side, from the good side, what we have right now, what I see that we have like tons of new people, tons of new talented guys who'd like to jump into AR, and they're working and try to deliver some new stuff, new content, and I see lots of new submissions, lots of new apps every day. And yeah, that means that industry grows very well, and it's also nice. Actually, let me switch a little bit to my own self-funded project that I'm bootstrapping at my own with my co-founders. How we started it. So for the last maybe 5 or 6 years, I was talking to different creators and people, and especially some basic users who would like to try and understand how AR works. And currently we have lack of platform or ecosystem for AR creators where they can join, discover some use cases and so on. And from other standpoint of view, the same issue we have for developers, for creators, and for studios and companies. So they're not able to showcase their stuff. They're not able to collaborate with other creators, discover some tutorials or share some tips and so on. And actually, I decided to build this simple, like it was 1.5 years ago, simple directory where creators were able to submit different AR projects. I bootstrapped it by using my knowledge. I'm not a developer, by the way, but I am trying to to build something time to time. Yeah, and my friend helped me to launch this first version of Catcher. It was a basic directory where creators can share their projects. And last summer, I met my 2 friends of mine, and we started discussion around Catcher, around industry, and we came up with idea to transform Catcher into like a community-based project and hub, so creators can collaborate with each other, help each other, and so on. And like first version was about the projects. But the second version, we decided to build more about creators, more about people, and more about their projects. And, it started working well. We achieved around 5,000 signups for the last 8 months. And currently we have around 1,500 different projects. Actually, our goal is to help and scale AR and mixed reality domains through web-based platform. I feel that web platform can give some boost to industry, because people can see some and discover some use cases, some like different, like collaborate with different creators, see what they're doing, like what is the latest trends in AR, and especially like for the creators, this is a good opportunity to showcase and create some portfolio, their AR portfolio, And so we decided to launch Catcher 2.0. We got some tractions and some results. And currently we are working on the marketplace where creators can list and sell their digital assets. It can be like 3D models. It can be like tutorials, webinars, and even source code. We came up with this idea because I was talking to different Snapchat and Instagram creators, and they're trying to monetize their digital assets right now. But again, there are no some specific place or the web where they can list and showcase their work and try to sell it. Yeah, we plan to launch the marketplace approximately in 2 or 3 weeks. So feel free to join us and discover our product. And let me briefly maybe show some demo how it looks like. Actually, this is our homepage. This is our news feed. But first, you'll reach this one. So this is our like landing pages. We have like different sub communities. Again, we are trying to build some ecosystem for different communities inside. And we have currently Voucher, Webiar, Magic Leap, and other. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to scale some sub-communities inside product, but we have it in our roadmap. We plan to do it as soon as possible, approximately after the marketplace. And here is our homepage. It's similar to social media, so people can use the news feed to see the latest updates. We have also like a section with projects. You can filter them by categories and also by community or tech, frameworks. Also, we have like a section with creators. You can filter them by date, by rating. You can filter them by skills. You can maybe find someone who will fit your maybe some requests or just collaborate with. Also, we have section with companies and studios. Around 100 different companies already joined us. And we have articles. You can also contribute or submit any information in your article or project, or a little bit later listed for marketplace. So here we are. We plan to scale this platform, and I hope it will help industry to grow much more faster. And so let's see what's gonna be next. So, Luis, do you have any questions?
So, just first of all, to say thank you very much for keeping up with all of this. You've been an enthusiast inside the VR AR scene for quite some time, and always pushing to do what's hardest at this point, which is to connect professionals and society in general, because right now that this is kind of an ecosystem filled with technicians, with tech guys, right? So we're all about tech. We are not surrounded by sociologists, by professionals from other areas. Most of us are tech, and then we have some ideas that we want to share with the world, and that's pretty much where the bottleneck, I think, still is. So
I also feel that maybe it will help some basic users to understand how these technologies work, because when I was working on my previous startups or even campaigns, we had the same challenges that people came to us and asked, look, guys, you have amazing app, but you have only one camera. What to do with it? And it was pretty tough to explain and educate. And it was necessary, sure, to make some tutorials, guides, and so on. But yeah, it's just some small case, but overall, yeah, we have lots of challenges right now with their adoption and basic users who'd like to jump into it.
Yeah, and at this point, everyone can actually get involved with catchar.io, right? They just need to register and they can start promoting their own content and promoting their own experiences or webinars in there, right?
Exactly. So they can register their profiles in the few clicks. We have like a segmentation for basic users, for creators, and for studios and companies. It depends on the users. But yeah, so they can just register and start discovering the platform or connect with other creators. From creator standpoint of view, it's very simple to upload any projects. They just need to enter the final link to, for example, App Store app or Google Play app or campaign for or Lens for Snapchat or Instagram. Also, we have like a small but nice feature that we are generating the QR codes for each app or campaign. So you can just point your camera at your desktop or laptop and unlock this campaign from your phone or like download app from the App Store in like within during the few seconds.
Okay. How much does it cost for a developer or a content creator to register?
Well, actually, yeah, our platform currently is free to use, but we are asking for some donations. And currently we have like some different paid features. For example, ability to promote projects. We can, like, if necessary, to promote projects across our connections. We have 30,000 connections over social media networks. It's like a LinkedIn, Twitter, and so on. And price are reasonable. For example, like promotion of app or campaign starts from $30. And we also ask for a membership fee from studios and companies, AR studios and companies, which would like to be listed on our platform. It's around $99, but it's not subscription, so you pay only once during the registration. And like platform right now is free to use.
Okay, so you are in yourself also a startup, right? You are bootstrapping and moving forward.
Yeah.
And are you right now also looking for investment?
Yeah, we are talking for some investors right now, but I would like to be careful. We are first of all checking the portfolio of investor. We are checking his or her previous investments. We already skipped one investment for 100K and continue bootstrapping at our wall. Let's see what's gonna be. Currently, like Catchar is able to cover some expenses by like its own. And also I help by investing my own funds. But from our side, it's a little bit challenge to make everything in the same time, because like we have only 3 people right now, like our CTO and hacker Dmitro and Sergey Serge. He's our designer and user experience designer. So and from my side, I'm trying to do all stuff, and it's like a product features, it's like marketing, it's analytic, it's like social media, business development, and other different stuff. So yeah, but we are growing organically, and currently we have up to 400 visitors daily. And in the next maybe 3 or 4 weeks, we plan to add translation, meaning localization of our product. I feel that it also will help to different creators outside US, Canada, and UK, for example, the UK. And we plan to add more languages a little bit later.
Okay. Anésio, have you tinkered with Catch AR before? Did you? Well, I'm sure you have, but did you interact with which feature did you interact? And let me tell you which one I did before, because I actually before I actually met the website, don't know how, but I got in touch with your newsletter.
Oh, got it. Interesting.
So, yeah, and
it's glad to hear that someone reading it.
No, because it's very straightforward. It's very straightforward. It's like that. Okay, so here are like the experiences.
By the way, my wife helps me to create it. She is spending like very much time to create this newsletter.
I kind of see the same model sometimes in the pictures.
Yeah, definitely. This is your face.
Yeah, it's very straightforward. So it's like that. Okay, so it's that filter. It's and in that sense, I'm really looking forward to the marketplace feature that you just said, because it's this but all packed up.
Because I feel that it can help to many people, because again, monetizing of AR experiences or even digital assets right now, it's like pretty tough. But maybe this feature will help them. By the way, what I would like also to share, we also found that lots of people outside US or Europe cannot receive money directly from the marketplaces, because they should have like documents or citizenships or so on. And we actually, like one of our key feature will be that like our marketplace will be able to use anybody from around the world. So they can withdraw money from our platform to different banks, to different regions and so on.
Yeah.
I think that you can search for integrations with online banking, such as TransferWise or N26, and a lot of banks like this to make it easier.
Agree. Yeah, we already found some partners. I was working with them previously. We connected with them, and they said yes, that currently we use different payment systems. One of them, this is Stripe. I believe everybody knows it. And but this is more about some premium features, such as like a pro subscription or promotion of projects. But for marketplace, we will use another payment gateway that can be suitable for any guys around the world.
The idea of the marketplace is to developers to sell their services, or for the other side, for the companies to hire. I think that it might sound the same, but
yes.
Actually the way you communicate is different. Who you're looking for? You're looking for companies who want to hire developers and artists, or you're looking for developers who want to sell their services? What is your main issue here?
Thanks for asking. Yeah, this is a good question. So our first step is the asset store, where they can list different assets for sale. For example, like as I mentioned previously, 3D models, source code, because some people would like to use or like latest trends. It's like no code examples, and for example, they can get some existing code of cool lens or filters and apply it for their own projects. So this is the first step. But overall, and a little bit later, sure, we think about the marketplace that will connect businesses with creators. But we need just a little bit more time to check and prove that this model works. And after that, we'll start definitely work on the marketplace to connect guys with different businesses, companies, so they can collab together and create something cool.
Yeah, because you have to be careful not to become a Pinterest where the people just put the art and photographs and services like that, but they don't sell anything. There's no money coming out. There's no business coming out. Yeah, you have to take care to see which is the who you want to talk, really.
Yep. So actually, as I mentioned previously, we were talking to different solo creators, and all of them, we have already maybe 300 people in the queue who would like to try our marketplace. First of all, we'll help them to list their digital assets. And for some new guys who like to jump into this space, this is a good opportunity to get some ready-to-go solution, or even if you're a studio or some small company, small to medium business, you can also get some ready-to-go solution, a little bit adapted for your needs, and then just launch some VR experience. So marketplace, I feel that also should be very suitable for lots of different people.
Do you have in mind any user that is a top user of the platform that you want to show and share with us what he has done, or as an example for everybody to see what can be stored in the Catch AR and all the kinds of stuff that people can show and
we have many talented guys right now. Let me try to share my desktop. Okay, do you see it? I love what to do Pedro Cruz. I love what he's doing, and he's mixing different stuff. For example, he specializes in Snapchat lenses, in HoloLens experiences, and lots of different other stuff. So, for example, here's his projects, right? And he built lots of different projects. For example, here are the most recognizable.
This is using a HoloLens.
Yes, HoloLens. So the key idea that you can copy paste the content from mixed reality to your digital smartphone or something like that. So he's creating
he's bringing from the online from the virtual to the
yes to their a smartphone. From the mixed reality experience to smartphone experience. It looks very cool. I didn't talk yet about this app, but I would like to talk to him what's going on with this project. And also previously, and we are continuing to talking, but we have this is one of my favorite creator, Doodle Lens. His name Aidan Wolf, and he's doing very exciting stuff. It's like a copy paste of physical experience to a mixed reality world. It looks funny, but he has a very strong community of 3D designers, of artists, and so on. So actually, the key idea that you can draw everything and on the paper, right? Copy it and place to their mixed reality. And moreover, he's working right now on the additional features that you can animate these experiences. By the way, it already works. But moreover, the next step, he would like to copy any physical object. For example, I don't know, sunglasses, keyboard, display, and you can copy and bring it to the mixed reality. And it looks very immersive. I really like. So this type of projects can definitely help us to build ecosystem, because we definitely need more content, more XR content. And this idea of copy paste something to from the physical world into digital world can help industry, But again, as I mentioned previously during my first conversation, we have a problem with AR Cloud. If we can put everything into AR Cloud, it can be much more adaptive. So we have also like Jan, who is doing different stuff and concepts. He's contributing lots of many stuff. For example, he did this really cool sneakers change color. You can change color of your sneakers on the fly.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, so we have lots of different examples, but this is the most like recognizable.
And what kind of feedback do you have from the users, mainly from the developers? I think that today you mostly have developers as users, right?
Right, we have both feedback from them. I mean, from one side, these developers, from another side, this is the basic users. Like developers, creators, 3D artists, they currently see the huge potential in the catcher. I don't want to promote it or over promote it, But again, they love it and they use it because this is the chance to showcase their work. And they can showcase their projects, lenses, experiences on the one page on their profile. And also we help them to growing organically. And we're working on SEO optimization right now. And that means that they can be searchable around the web, and businesses or other developers, creators can contact them. Regarding the simple and basic users, we got the feedback that first of all, it's like very simple to use because they can discover different experiences in one place. They don't need to go to the App Store or like a Snapchat or Instagram to get experiences from there. This is all in one ecosystem for AR. We are currently improving some things. We would like to. I'm not sure when we can do it, but I feel this year. Overall, we plan to help even basic users to jump into AR more faster, or even that people and creators who just started to explain them their first steps. For example, where to download Lens Studio or where to download ARKit, how to activate it, how to discover the use cases, how it can bring the value for their personal projects or for their business. So it will be like a step-by-step guide that will help to jump them into this domain.
Yeah. You talked specifically about the AR cloud, and right now you have like Microsoft with spatial anchors, and you have also Niantic.
Niantic is huge.
6D.ai and just got bought by them. So probably you'll get next year. Probably we're going to have like not one but several AR clouds for like, right?
Agree.
And what do you think that will mean for content creation, in the sense that right now, and I fully agree, we have an issue with content. Actually, if you ask me, pretty much what happened with Magic Leap was mostly due to the fact that they didn't have so much content in their smart glasses, because they didn't really bet on having a community delivering and developing for them, although they had the ethos. And Microsoft had that, not just has, but it has like a structured partner network. I work in a company that is a Microsoft partner, so
they're doing a great stuff, but in terms of enterprise,
just that exactly.
Magic Leap choosing the way of consumer journey, and it's a pretty tough. I just can say that building of community or just user acquisition, it's like challenge for any business, not only AR.
Exactly.
And but HoloLens, they went from another way, and they jumped into enterprise section.
Yeah, but even more without any or not so much content. So what do you think that's going to happen with content creators now that we're going to have in like 1 year's time? Well, on one side, more AR clouds, and on the other side, well, probably 5G, and with 5G, probably more live content being produced.
Yeah, so from one thing, I suppose that, many AR clouds, it can be tough because all of them would like to be monopoly, and it will be a little bit complicated for them to agree how they will merge different content and different clouds into one ecosystem. And if they will agree it will be huge, but I don't think so, because I feel that we will have the AR cloud, but for a specific solution. And this is again will be a little bit complicated for the basic users and from just people who would like to use AR or create, content in the cloud. But if they will find the way how to collaborate and how to merge all experiences from user experience and creator standpoint of view, it will unlock some additional benefits. For example, people can get the notification directly to their iPhones or any device about that in this place there are some augmented reality content available. Or for example, you can just turn on the camera and go with the turn it on camera and discover different content that were placed by other creators or by other users. So it will be like a surrounding of AR content. But again, I feel that it may be 5 or 6 years from it. Maybe even more. And from creator standpoint of view, I think it will definitely solve these gaps by bringing digital content, augmented reality digital content, and unlock for different users. Because again, you build something, right? But you have also to promote it. Basic people, basic users, how they will find your content. For example, Snapchat or Instagram, they have these links for their experience, but they are not searchable or recognizable. But AR Cloud will definitely allow users to unlock AR content on the fly. So I think this is the core idea.
Yeah. And share experiences, right?
Share experience, definitely.
Yeah. It's
share experience, 200 comments after experience, and everything on the web.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, we there are several gaming companies that I think are just waiting for that to happen in order for them to become multiplayer. And actually, one of them is working from Portugal. Getting back to that, how's the VR AR ecosystem in Ukraine, and how do you see it growing? Because we hear a lot about what's happening there, but and we know for a fact that there are a lot of great companies that go in there and do their shopping. But overall, how does it work?
What I see right now that we have small digital studios that specialize in Snapchat filters and Instagram lenses. And, Ukraine is the country of outsourcing. So we have lots of company who is doing outsourcing, including AR application, VR and mixed reality. But I am startup guy, so I'm looking from startup perspective and from something from immersive standpoint of view, how to build something small and scale it quickly. So, and what I was what I've seen previously that our neighbors from Belarus, It's like very interesting company. They launched it like Wanna Kicks. I believe you heard about them, when you can measure and try on different sneakers on your like legs in the real time. And I like it how they did it. They didn't use, I suppose so, but I'm not sure. They didn't use any like third-party solution such as PTC or something like that. They've built their own algorithm, for recognition, and so I really enjoy it. The next one, this like a luxury that was acquired by Snapchat, is like also one of the like biggest startup from Ukraine in terms of augmented reality. And it's like exciting to see how Snapchat grows with this solution, because like tons of different creators, tons of different contents releasing regularly. And it's like very interesting because Snapchat unlocked a door to like different people who would like to freelancing, who would like to bring some cool stuff and help them to monetize it. But what I would like to say that from Ukrainian standpoint of view, we have lots of talented guys. They're not so much about TR. They're trying to mix different stuff. But who knows? Maybe like tomorrow will be the next startup, and so on.
Okay. Well, I was asking also to see what kind of chances could I have to try and convince you to come to Portugal and maybe try and develop GetJR from here. I
would definitely try, because it was on my wish list, and like 2 years ago I was nomading worldwide and working remotely. It was fine. It was like really exciting because we visited like 5 or 7 countries for like maybe 3 months. It was fine, and I was thinking to visit Portugal, but unfortunately skipped it, and was necessary to return back to Ukraine to continue work from here.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Onesi, what can you say as a startup owner? What can you say to Dan to try and see if he looks into Portugal whenever he thinks about pushing forward and growing his company?
Oh, then I don't know if you like beach.
I like it really.
This is and mainly talking about the entrepreneur perspective. You need to relax sometime, right? It's not only work. So Portugal is a great place to rest, and after between 19 days. But apart from that, Portugal is really great because here you can find a lot of good developers over here. You can find a lot of great infrastructure over here in Portugal, and it is very, very cheap comparing to the rest of Europe.
And even Kyiv, I think.
It's pretty much all around, right? Capital cities are usually worse than outside the capital cities, but and here it's pretty much the same. So you have Lisbon, and then you have also Porto, but then afterwards you have whole country. And
you have beautiful country, definitely. I need to try it.
And it's exactly, and it's connected. The sense what Onesi just said, because it's fun, and you have like the beach and the sun and the food and the drink, but that's lifestyle. And good developers are also looking for that. And that's pretty much when people ask me, oh, but why do you think that you have a great talent pool? Because you are so small. And I'm not even comparing to Ukraine. I'm comparing to like, I don't know, Spain, which is right next to us, and it's like 5 times. I don't know how many times Ukraine is the size of Portugal, but it's the issue is that again, people are coming for the lifestyle, and of course, because it's kind of a melting pot, so pretty much everyone's at home, and in that sense, it's easier, I guess, for things to start happening at a level where you can hustle, you can try and push forward, and then afterwards you can do an investment which is like 2 hours away from London and maybe 2 hours away from flying, and 2 hours away from Paris, but 3 hours from Berlin.
Where is my luggage? Where is my luggage?
but it's much smaller. So I was actually hearing a guy that is running a startup here. And he was just saying that for the price of one developer in London, he can actually hire, or in Berlin, he can actually hire 2 here. So, of course, it all boils down to, quality of developers and the seniority. But overall, the issue is that the investment levels and the push are here. And again, actually, we did like a webinar ago or 2 weeks ago, I think, and as we actually did a webinar on funding, startup funding, where we had
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, where we had Nuno, actually 2 Nunos. Nuno from Avans that is specialized in EU funding, talking a bit about how there are still several VR and AR funding available in European Union. And also there are several, let's say dilutive. So we're talking about funding that takes a stake on your company. So we're talking about, I don't know the name, but still it's, investor funding that is also interested in, in going into or in coming into these kind of emerging technologies, as virtual reality and augmented reality still are. But everyone is, and we saw in that webinar that everyone is seeing that 5G is going to make a difference, in the sense that, things will start steering up, mainly for the fact that the telcos are going to invest a lot, so they will need to afterwards get some kind of return from that investment. Yep. And they will need to start showcasing stuff that are really yummy. And virtual reality, augmented reality has that blink, right? It kind of makes.
By the way, I would like to ask, how about visa in Portugal? I mean, do you have some entrepreneurship visa and so on? Because it's like can be some challenges to go from Ukraine.
You have two dedicated visas for tech startups. One is called startup visa, where you can apply and have a visa for 2 years, and then after more 2 years and more 3 years, you just have to present a plan of the 5 years of growth of a business. And you have another visa that is for developers from another country who want to work in tech startups here in Portugal. And beside that, you have another visa for Europeans to work here in Portugal too. So we have a lot of opportunities for that. I would recommend you to look at YAPME. I'll send you the link later.
Thank you.
YAPME is a government agency that works with those visas and promotes those kinds of visas to come to Portugal, and even for Portuguese to go outside Portugal too.
And then there's this startup voucher also, right?
Yeah, the startup voucher is a voucher for startups who are created in less than a year, and you'll have like up to $8,000 euros to spend in a year of incubation here in Portugal, in some selected incubators all around the country. So first you have to have the visa, and then after the visa, you apply to the startup voucher, and you can receive up to
and sure you should have startup. And sure you should have startup, right?
Sorry, I didn't get it.
I mean, and sure, you should have startup to apply to this.
Yeah, yeah. You don't need to have it like an official and receiving money, but you have to first of all you present the plan to an incubator. The incubator goes and making a financial analysis of your project, and if the incubator approves, then it says to the government, well, this is a project that can be done, that can be realized in 5 years. And after that, your visa is granted.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How about incubators in Portugal? Do you have some incubators?
A lot of incubators.
Yeah.
A lot. In every city, you can find an incubator, even more than one. And in this website that I'm going to send you, the EAPME, you can see incubators by city and by region and all around the country.
Yeah,
interesting.
One of the cool things that we identified within the VR/AR Association in Portugal is that there are also several virtual reality, augmented reality labs across the country. So it's not just on the main cities. So even, for instance, the largest VR/AR lab in the Iberian Peninsula, so in Portugal and Spain, is in the interior of the country in northern Portugal, in a city called Vila Real. It's called Massive VR Lab, and I wouldn't say massive, but it's big.
I think it's a great chance for creators and entrepreneurs to meet up, to make some meetup, in these labs and showcase their work and collaborate maybe somehow together.
Exactly. Actually, one of the things that I'm thinking about is how your platform could be really, really interesting also for, finalists, students, guys that are about to go into the professional market, to pretty much showcase their work and to try and interact for the first time with companies, with organizations already working in this area.
Definitely.
That it makes sense.
Definitely, yeah. We are busy. Our team were busy with developing of the core features and the product. Because when you have like a LinkedIn, when you have AngelList, and if you have only one or two features on the product, it can be a little bit difficult for end users to use it. So our first step was to create the ecosystem with different features that will help to scale it, But once we release the marketplace and main core features, we would definitely love to create, as you mentioned, that some explanation of use cases, so people can discover different areas, how they can use AR, how it can bring the value for them or for their business, or how they can improve their business with AR. We plan to connect some additional people, who can deliver, or even I'll do it, because I'm writing the content all the time. So the next step will be to create more explanation about the AR, about the industry, about the use cases, how to start working on it, and especially for students or for some new talents who would like to grow into this industry, I suppose. So we would definitely go through this way.
Yeah.
One good thing that you have in Catcher for augmented reality that people from virtual reality don't have is that you can show those solutions and those development much more easier. With those QR codes and those lens all around the globe. So your artists, your users can put some new developments in the platform, and people all around the world can test immediately, go test now. With VR, we have this difficulty. This is too difficult for us to develop something in VR. And even if you want to sideload in the Oculus Quest, it's not that easy, and it's not for all the users to do. So this is something that you should try to tell everybody. So this is a huge facility, a huge feature of the catcher.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't support VR yet, but we have lots of requests right now. I used VR when I was 7 years old. Actually, I had this funny headset. I forgot the name, VRX or something like that. A very old school and big headset with those lenses and so on. Yeah, and VR, it's also nice space, but it's like very difficult in terms of adoption. I feel that mixed reality and augmented reality, this is technologies that we can bring very shortly, very soon. And in terms of VR, lots of people, it requires some additional steps to activate some products, lenses, or features, and so on. So I think that the catcher will go first with AR and mixed reality and see how it can help the industry. And then we can think about VR, because we have lots of requests from developers to activate it in the catcher. But I feel it will be mess, so I don't want to mix everything right now. Let's focus on augmented reality maybe the first.
I think that the biggest challenge that you have now is to show that the catcher can transform, because I've been following some lens creator groups in Facebook, and I've been following some messages from the last year until now, and we can see a lot of people asking, how can I make money of it? How can I make any kind of money? Because we have a lot of people creating a lot of content, but they don't know where can they show it, where can they sell it, how much does it cost, how much can they make money with this. I think that if you think of something to educate those people, those developers, on to make money, you will engage them to catcher.
Totally agree.
Because you have a lot of creators around the world. It's now much more easier to create content with Facebook, with Instagram, with Snapchat for AR, and people are creating, but they are creating and keeping it to themselves. They are not showing to everybody because they don't know that they can make money with this, and they don't know where they can exhibit this.
Agree. So that's why we would like to launch the marketplace. It will be our first step to help them to monetize and start earning with catcher. And maybe it will become their full-time job or maybe some freelance job. I also see that currently lots of many potential here, especially in solo creators. Some guy can build really immersive stuff. So, but again, you're totally right. So they have right now some challenges with monetizing of their experiences, content, skills, and so on. That's why our next steps will be the marketplace, and after that we'll create bunch of different explanations, showcase different case studies, and so they can get into it and check how they can work with AR and earn. So totally agree.
Yeah. Dan, thank you very much for this. It's been great, and this is like a great talk. I feel that we could talk for an hour more. It's again, it's everything is much simpler when we're talking with people that are so engaged and so enthusiastic about what they're doing, like you are. So again, congratulations about that. It's the good vibe that you're passing on is very visible. So that's That's really
thank you, Luis. Thank you, Nesha. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm also really excited that I was here with you, and it was very pleasure talking to you. And yeah, just to summarize, we are definitely in the right path right now, And yeah, we have a little bit complicated niche because we are trying to change the way how people interact with digital content and information through the camera lens and through the different immersive experiences. But let's do not stop, and let's change the way. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. So have a great evening.
I'm just going to do a quick presentation, because usually in these webinars I just do a quick pitch on what the VR/AR Association is. So I'm just going to share my screen and here we are, of course, off. Okay, simpler. So and here we are. So the VR/AR Association. So pretty much it's the global industry association for augmented and virtual reality, and pretty much it's based on three things: so growth, knowledge, connections, and pretty much it all boils down to putting in touch above 30,000 professionals that belong to the network. And we're not talking about the organizations; those are above 4,000, but we're talking about a number of professionals that interact, not just to exchange, not actually to exchange leads. It's not really about that. It's about building partnerships. It's about creating best practices. It's about creating a community, and pretty much leveraging pretty much creating, I guess, or building what we know will be the digital formats for this decade, for this coming decade. So in that sense, pretty much from startup to strategic member, there are a lot of different members that go from, again, Microsoft and Lenovo and Siemens to companies with 2 guys, 3 guys. So it's studios that are just focused on developing or delivering specific key softwares. So we're focused on promoting, on generating knowledge through committees, vertical market committees that work specifically on delivering, on creating best practices that then get published on reports that are sometimes featured at Forbes. Or we also do webinars, not exactly like these, but webinars, committee webinars, where we present these best practices and also some guidelines for developing these kind of pretty much virtual reality and augmented reality in several different markets. So chapters are all around. This is in North American Association, so it started there, but then moved to Europe, and right now in Asia, there's happening a massive growth. So, and that's really cool, because right now we can actually just tap in, for instance, on Slack, and suddenly I can interact with 3,000 people from all around the world. Well, given the time zone that I am, of course. So all in all, what's interesting and what I wanted to share is that if you go to this link here, the vrara.com, you can pretty much get in touch with what the association is. And if you're in Portugal, you can just reach out to us, both Inezio and me. We are more than happy to let you know of what's happening here. And I really don't know if there's a chapter in Ukraine, but I'm going now to check that. Still, this just to say that we feel that the associations, the chapters role here in Portugal, due to the fact that we don't have like this huge market, we should also cater directly to the ecosystem. And that's why we as a chapter also partner up with APDC, which is the Portugal Association for the Advancement of Telecommunications, and pretty much we are also working here formally as a section inside this association. So locally, we are acting also on behalf of this association. So we're not just one, we are two associations pushing forward the VR and AR or virtual reality and augmented reality flags. So
I found a Ukraine VR chapter.
There is.
So actually, guys, you're also doing an amazing job. You definitely help to scale our domains, and I feel that we need to collab somehow and to make some meetup in Portugal with creators that we have on KCR and make something together with the VR Association, and it should be cool, really.
But we can do. We can start when you launch your marketplace. And since right now we have contact with several universities here that connect directly with us in order to try and generate more interest regarding these topics in their students, it's easy for us to maybe bridge you with some of these universities, some of these institutes, some of these training centers, and maybe let them know that you have a marketplace where their students and their professionals that are going into the market where they can publish their stuff.
Amazing. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
And I think that for that to happen, maybe when you launch your marketplace, maybe we just do a meetup or something, and you again do a presentation where focus on on your
definitely. I hope it will be in Portugal.
Perfect. Let's do that. Let's make that happen. So again, thank you very much, Dan. And
thank you so much, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And we're then definitely in touch. And meanwhile, everyone that's listening, you are also more than welcome to reach out, both to me, to Anésio, and also to Dan regarding KCR.
Sure. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.